Good morning, everyone. Looking at the US markets, it continues to endure a volatile trading session. Following the double bottom of formation, we see the Dow has earlier on made some of the mild recovery just towards the EMA 60 level, but it rejected the EMA 60 level or the 24,500 points, and it gapped down and trended lower to close below the 24,000 level on last Friday. So moving forward, we will continue to monitor for this trend line until we can get a breakout above the 25,000 psychological level. Then only we can confirm that the Dow could be on the recovery side towards the 25,800 points. In the meantime, should the Dow were to breach below the 23,300 points level, we might see further selling pressure towards the 23,000 psychological level, or even towards the 22,200 points. The last Friday's weakness on the Dow Jones Index, which has fallen about 72 points or negative 2.3%, was pressured by the escalation of trade tension between US and also China. On a similar move, the S&P 500 has retreated from the all-time high of 2872. Since then, it has formed a double bottom formation on top of the 2550 level. It did stage a mild recovery towards just the EMA 20 level, and it rejected the EMA 20 level. It gapped down and formed the pullback pattern. So moving forward, we'll monitor for the 2550 level until violates below the 2550. Then we might see further selling pressure to the 500 or even towards the 2420 level. In the meantime, until we can see a breakout above the 2675, then only we can confirm that the S&P 100 could be on the recovery phase towards the 2700 or even towards the 2775. Okay, so now based on the crude oil prices, it continues to trade on a side manner following the double top formation on top of the $66 barrel on level. Since then, it has been consolidating sideways between the 58 towards the 66. However, we did see some of the weakness coming in again on the crude oil prices as it formed a bearish engulfing candle amid the escalating trade tension. So moving forward, we are expecting further mild pullback on the crude oil prices towards 60 to see how it holds there. If you can see some of the recovery pattern on top, something like a hammer or a bullish candle, then we might see crude oil prices heading back towards the 66. In the meantime, should the 60 were to be taken down, further pullback will be seen towards the previous support at the $58 barrel level. Okay, so updates on the local front. The FMKLCI continues to trade on a sideways pattern. Earlier, it retested the 1880 level. Since then, it pulled back, and subsequently, following the violation below the 1840 level, we did see some of the mild recovery pattern. On last Friday, despite the FMKLCI has been trading mostly in a negative territory on last Friday, the final hour buying support in selected index has lifted the FMKLCI to close just marginally higher, about 0.05% higher, following the dissolution of a parliament way for the G14. So FMKLCI will be monitoring for the 1840 level until we can see a breakout and a closing above that. Then only we can see a further recovery pattern on the FMKLCI to see it consolidate between the 1840 towards the 80. In the meantime, should the key index reject the 1840 and reverse, we might see further pull the 1800 psychological level on the FMKLCI. The lower liners wise, it continues to see some of the selling pressure on if it the 14,912 points level. Subsequently, it continues to trend lower. However, last Friday, we did see a hammer candle was being formed on FM small cap. Despite the handle, the volatility in Wall Street might send the FM small cap index to trend lower towards its next support level, which is located towards the 13,510 points level. That will be the immediate support level for now. And should there be any recovery from now, we will just take this an opportunity for us to sell into strength before the next pullback were to resume. All in all, the advanced small cap index has been forming the lower high and also the lower low formation over the past 3 months trading period. Some of the stocks that we can watch out for, one of it would be Gabungan AKRS. Gabungan AKRS has retreated from the recent high of 216 cents level towards the 107 cents. After hitting the intraday low of 147 cents, we did see a recovery on Gabungan AKRS. It formed a one-day recovery and it traded on a sideways trend. So this could be the short-term recovery, sideways consolidation, and a potential continuation pattern that we're going to monitor for the breakout above last base high, which is around the 105.66 cents level. Upon the breakout of 166 cents, we can trade Gabungan AKRS just for a technical rebound towards the 178 or even towards the 109 level. The stop loss point located below the 184 cents, and you can 47 cents, 7 cents level will serve as the final defense on AKRS. Upon the breakout of 156 cents, we also at RSI across above the 50 level, whereas the indicator has already issued a buy signal following these bullish engulfing has been formed. For Supermax, price has again been trading towards the recent peak of 93 level. After the 92, 93 level, we did see the Supermax has pulled back to form a two-day recovery pattern. Again, we form a good recovery pattern for having candle on top the EMA 120, subsequently continues to trend higher. So this could be a similar pattern we are monitoring above the 254 cents level. Upon the breakout of 254 cents, we are also expecting Supermax to trend back towards the 292 or even towards the 3 cycle with the support located below the 209 cents on Supermax. For straight on downtrend of formation, so I'm coming from now is just taken as a technical bound play. Straight has earlier pulled back towards the 22 cents level. After hitting the 22 cents, we did see straight has formed the double formation and subsequently traded higher to close above the EMA 9 level on last Friday, accompanied by some of the mild improvement in volume. So for straight to the trade company, we need to monitor for the breakout above 4 cents to trigger the 27.5 cents, or even towards the previous peak of 30 cents. Your stop loss point upon the 24 cents will the level. HHS engineers all-time high of 191 cents level. After hitting an all-time high of 191, we soundness has kicked in on HSEB towards the resale of 125 cents level. After touching the 125 cents, we did see a good bullish engulfing candle working from. It did form some of the mild recovery pattern toward EMA 60 or the EMA 20 level. However, the stack follow through buying interest has sent it towards 5. But after hitting the 125 cents, we did see gain a good bullish engulfing candle was being accompanied some of the losing volume the past 4 trades. So for HSAB, what we need to do is to monitor for the breakout above the 150 cents, which is on last Friday's high. Upon the breakout of 150 cents, we are expecting HSAB to trend towards the 170 or towards the 190 cents level. Your stop loss point will be located below the 8.37 cents. Should there be breakout above the 151 cents for HSAB? Following the breakout on last Friday, price close above the EMA 20 level, we also see the indicator has really issued a buy signal, whereas the RSI has risen above the 50 level on last Friday as well. Will be property. With property is still on a downtrend of formation, so for now, any recovery will be just a technical rebound play, similar with trades. Has learned hit the intraday low of 21 cents, and during the period of time, we did see a potential signal. Price has been trading over, but the indicator has been grouping, And recently, we did see some high volumes being traded on Mui property over the past 1.5 weeks. So for Mui properties, we'll be moving for the call above the 25.5 cents. Up to 25.5 cents, we can trade a Mui property towards the 20 cents or even towards the 20 cents. Your stop loss point will be below the 22.5 cents level for Mui properties. Last company for today will be continues to trend higher towards the recent high of the 6 ringgit before inverted hammer candle and subsequently pull back for the next just towards the MA20 level and recovery on last Friday itself. So for Hotel the expecting price to continue to creep higher towards the peak of 6 ringgit upon of 2% for the hands, expecting a new high on the each 690 or your level. The point can be towards the EMA near the EMA or the 5.83 cents level for after the. If you have any questions, you can read about very shortly. If there's then thank you.